Welcome to Movie Time. Today, we're excited to share our selection of the top 10 must-watch movies of 2025. Each of these 10 movies will draw you in from start to finish with electrifying action, stunning visuals, and captivating storytelling. This video is the 7th installment in our 2025 movie series. Be sure to check out the links to the previous episodes in the description below. If you enjoy these movie summaries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your movie-loving friends. Stay tuned until the end of the video and let us know your favorite film in the comments. Number 10. Osiris. Osiris is a science fiction action horror film that follows an elite team of U.S. Special Forces operatives on a covert mission deep in enemy territory. The team is suddenly and without warning abducted, finding themselves aboard a massive alien spacecraft orbiting Earth. They awaken in a dark maze-like structure filled with unfamiliar technology and deadly traps. The soldiers soon realize they are not alone. Hostile alien creatures stalk the corridors, hunting them with brutal precision. As panic sets in and team members are picked off one by one, the survivors must rely on their training and instincts to regroup and adapt. Their objective shifts from combat to survival as they struggle to understand who took them and why. Amid the chaos, they encounter Anya, played by Linda Hamilton, a battle-hardened human who has been trapped aboard the ship for years. She becomes a reluctant ally, helping them navigate the labyrinth and revealing the terrifying truth behind their abduction. Number 9. HighFive. HighFive is a Korean action comedy that tells the story of 5 ordinary people whose lives change dramatically after receiving organ transplants from a mysterious donor. Each transplant grants them a unique superpower. As they struggle to come to terms with their newfound abilities, the 5 strangers form an unlikely team called HighFive. Despite their differences, they band together to protect themselves and others from a dangerous threat. This threat comes in the form of a sinister cult leader who, after receiving the donor's pancreas, gains a terrifying ability to drain life energy from others. Obsessed with obtaining the powers of the HighFive team, he seeks to dominate and control others with his growing godlike abilities. HighFive combines exciting action and comedy to deliver a fresh superhero story about ordinary people becoming heroes. Number 8. The Old Way. The Old Way is a gripping Chinese action-adventure film set in 1926, a tumultuous time marked by political unrest and widespread lawlessness. The story centers around Peng, a cunning and ruthless gangster who lives by his own rules, driven primarily by profit and survival. Peng is joined by his loyal brothers as they navigate the dangerous underworld of bandits and rival factions. Their lives take a sharp turn when a mysterious and determined woman hires them for a high-stakes mission. This task plunges them into a perilous conflict in which loyalties are tested and old wounds are reopened. As Peng and his brothers infiltrate enemy territory, he uncovers a shocking truth. Fueled by the need for vengeance and justice, Peng launches a fierce and relentless assault on the bandit stronghold. Number 7. Roofman.
Oops.
Roofman is a crime drama that tells the bizarre yet true story of Jeffrey Manchester, a former Army Reserve officer turned master criminal. After serving time for a series of meticulously planned fast food restaurant robberies, famously carried out by entering through the rooftops, Jeffrey escapes from prison and vanishes without a trace. Using his military training and unmatched ingenuity, Jeffrey takes refuge in a deserted section of a Toys R Us store in North Carolina. There, he constructs a hidden living space above the ceiling tiles, surviving on stolen snacks and baby food. Things take an unexpected turn when Jeffrey, living under a false identity, forms a romantic relationship with Lee Wainscott, a kind-hearted woman who works nearby. As their bond deepens, he begins to envision a different life, one free from lies and fear. But the deeper he falls into this relationship, the harder it becomes to maintain his double life. The film is set to be released in the United States on October 10th by Paramount Pictures. Number 6. Wolfman. Wolfman is a horror film that follows Blake and Charlotte, a young married couple who move with their daughter Ginger to a remote farmhouse in a secluded part of Oregon after inheriting the property from Blake's estranged uncle. Hoping to escape the chaos of city life and start fresh, they begin to settle into their new surroundings. But their peaceful retreat soon turns into a nightmare. One night, Blake is attacked in the woods by a mysterious creature during a full moon. Though he survives the brutal encounter, his body begins to change in horrifying ways. As the days pass, he becomes increasingly unstable, plagued by hallucinations, violent urges, and blackouts. Charlotte, alarmed by Blake's erratic behavior, tries to uncover what really happened to him that night. Meanwhile, Ginger begins hearing strange howls in the forest and discovers bloody claw marks around the house. Now trapped in their isolated home, the family must confront a monstrous force that has taken root under their roof. Number 5. Primitive War. Primitive War is an action horror film set during the Vietnam War in 1968. It follows an elite U.S. military unit known as Vulture Squad, tasked with a covert mission deep within the uncharted jungles of Vietnam. Their objective is to locate and rescue a missing Green Beret team that vanished under mysterious circumstances during a classified operation. As Vulture Squad ventures deeper into the dense, hostile terrain, they uncover a terrifying secret hidden by the U.S. government. Instead of encountering enemy soldiers or guerrilla fighters, the unit comes face to face with an unimaginable threat: prehistoric creatures. Dinosaurs believed to have been extinct for millions of years now roam the jungle, ruthlessly hunting anything that enters their territory. Cut off from reinforcements and overwhelmed by the primal horror around them, the squad must rely on their training, instincts, and each other to survive. The film is scheduled to be released in a limited theatrical run in the United States on August 21st. Number 4. Deep Cover.
Hold him down, take his dick out.
Deep Cover is an action comedy that follows Kat, an American improv comedy teacher living in London who is struggling to revive her stalled career. Desperate for a breakthrough, Kat is unexpectedly recruited to assist with a risky police sting operation targeting a dangerous drug lord named Metcalf. To help with the undercover mission, Kat enlists 2 of her improv students, Marlon, a passionate method actor known for his intense commitment to roles, and Hugh, a timid banker with little experience in anything adventurous. The plan is for Marlon and Hugh to infiltrate Metcalf's criminal gang by staying in character and gathering critical intelligence for the police. However, as the operation progresses, the trio finds themselves more deeply immersed in the criminal underworld than they anticipated. Their insistence on staying in character during the sting blurs the lines between acting and reality, leading to a chaotic mix of comedic mishaps and dangerous encounters. Number 3. The Amateur.
Do it now! Put your finger on the trigger.
The Amateur is a gripping spy thriller that follows Charlie Heller, a brilliant CIA cryptographer who lives a quiet life far from the field. His world is shattered when his wife Sarah is killed in a devastating terrorist bombing in London. Charlie's totally crushed and pissed off when he finds out the CIA knows who did it, but they're not doing anything because of some political mess. Refusing to let the killers walk free, Charlie takes drastic action. He blackmails the CIA into training him as an operative, using his access to classified files as leverage. With little field experience but a sharp intellect, he begins a dangerous journey into the world of espionage, surveillance, and violence. Under the reluctant guidance of veteran Agent Henderson, he undergoes an intense crash course in spycraft and combat. As he delves deeper into the shadowy corners of the intelligence world, he begins to uncover layers of corruption and betrayal within the agency itself. Number 2. The Strangers, Chapter 2. The Strangers Chapter 2 continues the terrifying story of Maya Lucas, the lone survivor from the first film who narrowly escaped a brutal attack by 3 masked assailants. But the nightmare is far from over. After narrowly escaping, she has tried to rebuild her life, but the nightmare is far from over. When the masked strangers discover that Maya survived their previous attack, they return with a deadly determination to finish what they started. This time, their stalking and terrorizing escalate, turning into a relentless game of cat and mouse. Maya must face her deepest fears and summon every ounce of courage and resourcefulness to survive the night once again. The film is scheduled for release in U.S. theaters on September 26th. It maintains the franchise's signature blend of psychological horror and intense suspense, focusing heavily on the home invasion theme. The sense of helplessness and vulnerability is amplified by the stranger's unpredictable brutality. Number 1. Weapons. Weapons is a horror mystery thriller set in the quiet suburban town of Maybrook, where something unthinkable happens. 17 students suddenly vanish from a single classroom, all at exactly 2:17 a.m. The only survivor, a young boy named Alex Lilly, is left traumatized and mute, unable or unwilling to explain what happened. The community is thrown into chaos as parents, teachers, and authorities grapple with the horror and mystery behind the mass disappearance. Justine Gandhi, their teacher, plagued by guilt and nightmarish visions, desperately seeks the truth. Her journey intersects with Archer Graff, a grieving father convinced the event was supernatural. As the town begins to fracture under fear, rumors spread of supernatural forces, hidden histories, and an ancient evil that may have resurfaced. Meanwhile, police officer Paul Morgan begins an investigation that uncovers strange symbols, secret journals, and local legends connected to the mysterious timing of the disappearances. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Feel free to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, or suggest topics you'd like to see in upcoming videos.